Nikki.
Shedeur, you once said that you want to be the #1 quarterback off the board. Just this season, today, how do you feel like you've put together a body of work to be the #1 quarterback off the board?
I mean, I feel like I'm the #1 quarterback, and that's what I know. But at the end of the day, I'm not stuck on that because it's about the situation. So whatever situation, whatever franchise believes in me and gives me the opportunity, and I'm excited to go. So wherever that falls, it don't really matter. Not really. The most thing I've been trying to figure out is, making sure my mom and dad's gonna be right here beside me. That was the hardest thing I was thinking about. My name get called wasn't a thing. It was more just making sure my mom and dad right there.
Shedeur, playing with this offense, this group of guys one last time today, is it going to feel a little bit bittersweet, leaving this group and then going and do it, again with a new group of guys next season?
I mean, I'm not sure that one of these guys won't be on my team. I know him, so who knows? And who knows if Shilo's going to be on my team? So it's a lot I don't know right now. So I just like taking things one day, one step at a time. This is the biggest thing we finally accomplished, and now I guess it's private workouts and just wait for the draft.
Hey, Shedeur, can you just kind of put in context what your brother meant to you and just what it's been like being with him?
Which one?
Shilo.
Oh, yeah, Shilo's funny. He's funny. He was out there clapping. He was the only one clapping after throws. So that's real support. And everybody else, I don't know. He earned my respect today. He earned my respect. So, it was cool that he was able to be there, support me, and I wish I was there to watch him run his 40. I think he ran like a 4.52. So he's been training hard to get that done. So I'm excited that we're all here, we're all shining, we're all gonna be legendary.
Hey, Shedeur, you talked about the situation being important for you before you go in the draft. How would you say your traits would fit into propelling more offense with this coach, quarterback like Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, and recently Jalen Hurts?
I think he's a great coach, and I also think I watched him a little bit in college. So we're so young. Like I didn't know that was that. So I know that's who he was in college. But then when I looked him up and did the research and all that, I'm like, dang, he did everything I'm trying to accomplish. And so he knows the recipe, and a lot of people that play the position understand, that point of view versus just a different point of view versus like the sky or the sideline.
Brian? Sure. We know about your dad, obviously, and the influence he's had on you. You just mentioned your mom. What kind of influence has your mom had on you as you're growing up and getting ready for where you are right now?
It was definitely, I would say, getting us all into different things like when we were younger. So getting us into music, getting us into piano, showing us how to cook, showing us different things that my dad wasn't able to show us to. And I'm truly thankful for that because I would say the older I get, the more in my roots I go back to. So then I listen to classical music. That's what calmed me down, through everything, through all this chaos. I feel and I know my life is a movie, and it's just each and every day is just a different story.
Adam, what is draft day for you?
Draft day will be fun. Big family, big friends. It's gonna be legendary. Yeah.
Shedeur, what's interaction been like with Tennessee since the start of the process? I know you got a private coming up too. What's maybe the last thing you want them to know about you here before this is all done?
Well, I feel like on the visit, everything was pretty good. Everything was fun. Everything was good. They got to know me. I got to know them well. So I'm comfortable in any situation.
Sure. I feel like a lot of people kind of forget you have a full off season training last year. You were rehabbing. How's your body doing with everything?
Yeah, I feel great.
You feel like 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like 90%. I know could go the extra 10% this off season, with of course gaining a little bit more muscle mass, but still being able to be flexible with it. Because I'm used to taking hits and all that type of stuff, so it's just gonna be a little harder, a little bit more. So I know I'm prepared for everything.
The last thing I was going to ask is that signed an extension to stay here a little bit longer, so the legacy you guys helped build is going to continue. What does that mean to you and everybody else?
I'm just waiting on my percentage. That's it. That's all I'm waiting on is my percentage. As soon as he got his check, I'm just waiting on my percentage. That's it.
Shedeur, how did your, I cover the Browns, so how did your dinner go last night with the Cleveland Browns? What do you think you were able to show them, not only during the dinner, but today out here throwing in front of them?
I think they got me really full. I took them, I sent them my favorite steakhouse in the city. So after that, I definitely immediately went to the sauna after that. I said, I got too comfortable here. So I went to the steam room that night, got in the sauna, got in the hot tub, chill, relax everything. But it was a good vibe, it was a good atmosphere.
Could you see yourself, you seem like, you have such star power that maybe New York would be appealing to you, but would you like being drafted by Cleveland? Do you feel like that would be a fit for you?
I could bring cameras and eyes anywhere I go. That's not, it don't matter where I go. I know my change and I know the influence I have, on society and on culture. So wherever I go, it's definitely going to be an improvement than what it was before I got there.
How important was it today for you to throw yourself, or was it more of throwing for your teammates and you just, get on the field and maybe for one last time with all your
Yeah, it was definitely about the teammates because I could have selfishly chose not to, because I proved myself year after year. And the most important trait as a quarterback is consistency. And I show that. I'm the most consistent, out there. Accuracy, most accurate out there. Just look at the numbers, look at the stats, and you'll be able to tell who's consistently the best quarterback year after year. Trying to figure out what I'm going to get drafted to. But other than that, I'll say just relaxing. I'll say relax, big moment. I'll say in front of the camera, in front of everybody. Now I'm able to go back in the zone and work on everything I need to work on and get better. So I'm just excited that we got this, we done this, we got it out the way, and now I could get back in my rhythm.
This beats my pregame. I talked about double quarter
What's been your biggest takeaway from beating the Bears team about the process? What have you learned about yourself and what the process is like? What's your biggest takeaway?
I learned different personalities. I had 6 different offensive coordinators in college, so I'm able to see the different personalities and see who favors who. Because there's only so many different people types, in this world. So you see different traits in different people, so you know how this situation will be, you know how other situations will be. So, I was able to just understand what I'm walking into.
We talked a lot about what it would be like for these teams to get to know the real you, or get a slice of that. What's it been like for you to kind of maybe put some things to bed and just get them to know you?
I mean, truthfully, whenever I talk to all these coaches and the team, they really don't care about all the stuff people say on me.
Let me tell you.
That's why it's purposes. That's why I don't respond. That's why I don't say anything anymore. Responding why, because they truly don't care, or they really don't know. They care about ball. And I don't have any character issues, so I don't know. What's the knot? But, I'm just a dark horse, I guess. I don't know.
A pretty special day today. There's hundreds of people here to see you throw. Last day working with your teammates. What's been the highlight of your process so far?
The highlight was definitely my brother clapping after my throw. That was the highlight of it for me. I wish somebody had a camera just on him the whole time clapping. I wish that highlight reel I got. I just want to post it on Instagram. So that's it though, but that was the highlight of my time. That was the highlight of it.
Hey Shedeur, your dad has talked a couple times lately about how, you've sort of been brought up to deal with any negativity or online hate or anything like that. And he said, you guys are all built for this your whole life. How do you think that's going to help you as you transition to the NFL and you face the pressures of, cities and the fans' expectations and all that? You think you're built for that in that same way?
Yeah, one thing I learned is to not really care about anybody's opinion, but those around those that matter. So none of that stuff really affects me, All these people, all the cameras out here, that don't affect me when I'm going into a workout. Because mentally, I'm already putting myself in those situations when I go work out each and every day. So it doesn't really faze me. I don't really care too much about what a lot of people have to say that's not, my intimate group.
How did you think you did today, Shedeur, as far as what your expectation was coming in and how you executed?
I think I did pretty good to my expectations. I know I did the best, I would say, in college football right now, for sure. Yeah.
Last question.
Hey, Shedeur, a lot of times when a quarterback gets taken at the high of the draft, a lot of times it's looked at as a rebuild situation. How comfortable are you kind of walking into a situation that has a losing maybe recent history, and comfortable are you going in there and kind of instilling some winning attitude mentality?
I don't think Jackson State or Colorado had a winning history before I got there. So it's just another day in the office, another year in the office for me. It's the same thing over and over. And that's why I enjoy about life, because I understand how to approach different situations and what to do different. So I'm just thankful for the opportunity, and whoever drafts me, whatever pick, I truly don't matter to me, because I know in myself who I am, and I know what I bring to the table. So whoever sees the value in that, will be very lucky to get me.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thanks.